Hey guys, Todd Castledine here, FLW Pro. Today I'm going to give you some tips on how to fish a swim bait, preferably a rage swimmer. That's what I've been kind of throwing over the last couple years. It's kind of been a staple in my boat, and I just want to give you kind of what I've learned over the past couple of years on how to fish it and how to rig one up. Strike King makes about 4 different ones. They make the 4.75, the 3.75, the 3.25, and the 2.75. Strike King makes a squadron head, making it a ton of different sizes. They got the white, the green, and what they call kind of the nude, which is the silver one. And I kind of have them for different reasons. I actually like the ones with the eyes. Me and Hackney talked about it one day. They make the ones for saltwater, and they put eyes on them, man. I think it looks better. These things are made real delicately. And what I mean by that is you have to rig them up precisely. And so, like when we're trying to rig one up, you got to get so perfect with it. And if you come out even a little bit not out of that groove, a lot of times I've even messed one up and started all over again. But you want to come out directly in that groove that they make. And you want all this to be really, really straight. If there's any kind of turn in it, it won't run as good. I always use glue on these things because usually you can get 10, 15, 20 fish if you put glue on there. So I've got some glue in there, and I'll put glue right before I slide it on there. I just put glue right there, slide it on there. It only lasts 5-10 seconds and it's ready to go. All right, so this is my all-around setup for pretty much doing anything on it, you know. This is my go-to. I got a Buku 7.4. It's action's kind of like a medium heavy. And like I said, the reason you really want this rod, you got an exposed hook. You're making really long casts, but you really don't need to set the hook into them all that much. You can really reel into them. And so, you know, you'll see you don't have that real hard hook set. You know, you just kind of reel into them real hard and just kind of load up. And so that rod kind of does that. You know, as you can see, it'll just all of a sudden, and it'll just stop. So I got them on my Lou speed spool, and I always have 7-to-1. And the reason I can control everything with the 7-to-1, but it's also like when they hit, like I said, since you're not setting the hook, I want to take up line and lean into them rather than trying to set the hook and catch back up to them. Because what's cool is when the whole reel, the reason why you set the hook or not set the hook and reel into them is you're going to drive that hook, you know, harder and harder into them. And even when they start turning and go away from you, it drives it further into their mouth. And that's pretty much why you never lose one. So like I mentioned earlier about line size, you know, everything is about the cadence and how you reel it and where you want that in the water column. A lot of times, you know, we'll just barely creep it, and that's how they want it. And other times, you know, especially in clearer water, if they can see it a long ways, you're gonna have to work it faster. You know, places like Table Rock, St. Clair, anywhere that's clear, that's why we'll go with the lighter line size, so it'll get down further in the water column, but you can still reel it faster. Because a lot of times, you know, especially in that clear water, you don't want them to get a good look at it. And it matters a lot on how fast you reel and where you want it. But I always typically go faster. I always want to go faster and deeper. And so I get away with that with a lighter line. All right, guys, well, that's my setup. Go out there, get you some rage swimmers, get your squadron head, put the two together, man. You'll catch some fish on it, you know. Good luck out there.